I have some big updates on moves President Trump has made that will make America great again. I'll also share some insider information that was privately shared with Bill O'Reilly that could have Alvin Bragg and Letitia James of New York in big, big trouble. Plus, Bill reveals a personality trait about President Trump that most of us don't see, but Bill O'Reilly has known Donald Trump for over 40 years. Also, Elon Musk could be getting attacked as part of a new lawfare scheme to get him, since they weren't able to get President Trump. Thank you so much for joining me. Let's jump into today's news. Well, a group of blue states have launched a class action lawsuit against Elon Musk for his involvement in Dogecoin, a cryptocurrency. And wouldn't you know it, his case was randomly assigned to Judge Tanya Chutkan, whose past donations to President Barack Obama's campaign raise questions on whether she can remain impartial. Now, the lawsuit could redefine how tech moguls interact with cryptocurrency markets, focusing on whether Musk's endorsement of Dogecoin amounted to market manipulation or whether it was free speech from someone passionate about crypto. The implications are vast, touching on regulatory freedom, innovation, and judicial integrity. Now, if Musk's actions are deemed inappropriate, we might see new regulation for cryptocurrencies impacting not just Elon Musk, but all CEOs, celebrities, and the entire digital economy. Even President Trump wouldn't be able to openly discuss cryptocurrency, as it might skyrocket one of them to great highs. Now, this case isn't just about a tech giant. It's about the balance between innovation and regulation, freedom of speech and influence. But some say that this case is the deep state or the Democrats trying to pry Elon Musk away from Doge, or if nothing else, put a wedge between Elon Musk and President Trump's mission to clean up the federal government. With Judge Chutkan's connection to Obama, her hatred for President Trump, and her hatred for the January 6th defendants, the question is, will she be able to remain unbiased? I don't think she will. I think we're going to find that this is the new lawfare against President Trump, but it's going through Elon Musk. Now, check this out. Bill O'Reilly shares some insider information about President Trump's next moves with Chris Cuomo. I found this to be incredible. I personally hope it's true. I would love to see some justice for Alvin Bragg and also for Attorney General Letitia James, as these are the two that hatched the idea on how to change the law and then go after President Trump from it. Let's go ahead and watch what Bill O'Reilly had to say, and then we will go ahead and talk about that together. Here we go.
Trump wants to get Letitia James and Alvin Bragg. That's what this story is all about. Nothing else there. He went after Illinois because he wants to get Pritzker. Hates him. And the way to do that is to deny the states of Illinois and New York the federal grant money. The New York Post reports today $8 billion is going to get held up by the Justice Department that would have flowed into New York State, which is running an astronomical deficit here, okay? So the easiest way to do this is to file civil suits against the governor and the attorney general. Then the question was, why is the mayor of New York left out? Because he doesn't matter. He doesn't matter. Trump wants to get Letitia James. Hochul is just an ornament. Doesn't have any bad feeling toward Hochul, Trump. But Adams, the deal that was made, I don't know what Adams is giving Trump. I have to tell the audience up front. I don't know, and I don't use anonymous sources, but I have gotten call after call after call that said, And all of these people have agendas who are calling it. They all have agendas, all right? And they're saying that Adams knows where the bodies are buried with James and Bragg.
Real quick, let me know over in the comments, do you want to see justice against Alvin Bragg and Letitia James for the lawfare, the changing of the law, the breaking of the law against President Trump, which ultimately ended in nothing but a waste of taxpayer money? But now they're fighting against him. They're going after the mayor of New York. They're trying to keep transgender surgeries. They're trying to block the removal of illegal immigrants. I, for one, would like to see some justice with Alvin Bragg and Letitia James. Let's keep going.
Just throwing it out for your consumption. I'm not reporting it to be true, but it kind of makes sense, right?
Well, it's kind of weird that, like, you can say he has no power, but he's in charge of the city. And when they went after Pritzker in Illinois, they named Chicago and they went after the mayor. Yeah, I'm just saying, if you're going after the city of Chicago, you name the mayor.
No, Johnson and Adams have no power whatsoever. None. They do what they're told to do. The real power lies in the state legislature. Now, in both Illinois and New York, the state legislature gives the big middle finger to Homeland Security. Because blank you, maybe Anderson Cooper could articulate it a little more than I am by using some vernacular, but that's what's happening. And the Trump administration knows that these mayors, I mean, this is like the utility infielder on the New York Yankees who plays maybe 3 innings a week. These guys have no power. They do what they're told to do. The big power is Newsom in California. Newsom's next. Hey, Gavin, they're coming for you.
Do you want to see President Trump, Kash Patel, and Pam Bondi go after Gavin Newsom? So also let me know what you think. Is he right? Is Mayor Eric Adams, is he just a pawn? And the real big fish is the governor of New York and the attorney general of New York?
Pritzker is going to get destroyed, and Trump will bring down, and I'm going to predict it here, he will bring down Letitia James and Alvin Bragg because they went on a crusade to destroy him. And President Trump is not a forgiving man.
All right. President Trump is going to bring them down. They went on a crusade to destroy him, his family, his marriage, his children, and his entire Trump organization empire. This is a man who, when you wrong him, he doesn't forget and he goes after him. This is the personality trait that Bill O'Reilly is saying, I've known Trump for 40 years. He looks like a forgiving person, but when you wrong him and you involve his family, he does not forgive easily. I think that there's some truth to that. I would be the same way. You can wrong me, but you go after my family, you're going to get a different Stephen Gardner. All right, let me know your thoughts in the comments, please. The IRS is reportedly set to lay off thousands of workers. This is part of a broad government initiative to reduce spending, spearhead the newly restructured Department of Government Efficiency, DOGE. The implication of these layoffs are significant. Expect longer wait for tax refunds and potentially less robust tax enforcement. However, proponents argue that this is a step in the right direction towards streamlining government operations, cutting the IRS down, making filing your taxes easier, and getting rid of unnecessary bureaucracy. The U.S. Army has announced that it will no longer allow transgender individuals to join the U.S. military. This policy reversal has reignited discussion on inclusivity versus military readiness. While some argue this maintains discipline and focus within the forces, others say it is a step backwards in equality and the right to serve one's country. This decision could have broad implications on recruitment and morale, and you better believe that this is going to be brought to a court near you. because the LGBTQ community is going to fight. Now, let me know in the comments, is this about equality or is this about military readiness? I want military readiness. At the same time, trans adults can do whatever they want with their life. All right, now a New York City law allowing nearly 800,000 illegal immigrants to vote in future elections is up for consideration at the top court in New York. This has become a flashpoint, with critics concerned about diluting real citizens' votes in an attempt to pick up 800,000 new non-citizen votes. I think that this disenfranchises American citizens. I believe it's illegal, and if they change the law, I think you're going to see more lawsuits as other states join together in a class action multi-state suit in order to keep illegal immigrants from voting in American elections. President Trump has signed an executive order to immediately defund schools with COVID vaccine mandates on children. This move has polarized public opinion, with some seeing it as a victory for personal medical freedom and parental rights, while others say this is a public health situation and we must force vaccines on children. However, all of the data shows that no children and no babies died from COVID. So why would we do this except for to funnel billions and billions of dollars into the bottom line of Big Pharma? Big Pharma wants this. President Trump says, no, you can choose, but we're not going to allow schools to force this on your child. The Department of Defense is preparing for spending cuts, with the officials from the Doge department expected any day now at the Pentagon. This has sparked concerns about military readiness and national security, with some advocating for reallocating funds to domestic issues that are more important to the American people. Others say we must have a strong military that is ready to go to war with as much money as necessary. Now, I will tell you, I read today, President Trump is considering cutting the military budget in half, bringing troops home, making more with what we have versus expanding the budget. I think what they're going to have to do is stop paying $500 for a hammer and $900 for a bag of $9 bushings. So they're going to have to be more efficient with their contracts. And I think this is exactly what President Trump wants. Okay, now lastly, New York City Mayor Eric Adams has announced plans to allow federal ICE agents into Rikers Island prison to remove illegal criminal migrants from the prison system. This decision has stirred debate about public safety versus the rights of immigrants. Guess what? If you're an illegal immigrant, you don't have rights in the United States. You're here illegally. So why is my tax money and a New Yorker's tax money paying to house illegal immigrants in our prison system? I also read today that Governor Gavin Newsom will officially veto blocking ICE from going into prisons. Please let me know in the comments. Do you think that American citizens should be paying hundreds of thousands of dollars per prisoner to keep illegal immigrants here? Or do we buy them a $900 airplane ticket and ship them home? I say we get them out of our prisons, ship them back to their home country, and let those citizens foot the bill. I don't know. That's just me. All right. Happy Valentine's Day. I love you guys. Stay amazing. And I will see you on the next